Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you to Puckett Fieldhouse on the campus of Central Methodist University for tonight's MidAmerica Conference volleyball match featuring Central Methodist, ranked number 16 in the polls under head coach Coleman Lee. They are 12-4, 6-3 in the conference, taking on MidAmerica Nazarene, 15-0, 8-0 in the conference under head coach Molly Karaguarova. Central Methodist this past Tuesday night, they took care of Missouri Valley, winning at 25-16, 25-10, 25-16. While MidAmerica Nazarene, they're coming off a thrilling three-set victory over number 11 ranked Park University, 25-20, 25-20, 31-29. Upcoming sports schedule going on here at Central Methodist. Of course, volleyball tomorrow. They'll be headed to Kansas City to take on Park University at 2 o'clock start time as well. Also at 2:30 p.m., it'll be the football team trying to go for win number 1 as they head to Oskaloosa, Iowa, taking on William Penn. At 3:30 p.m., women's soccer team, they're coming off a thrilling 6-0 victory over Evangel. They are 8-2-1. They're still ranked number 6 in the polls. They'll be taking on Grandview, 3:30 start time. Both Grandview and Central Methodist are tied for first place in the MidAmerica Conference. At 6 p.m., Central Methodist coming off a thrilling 8-0 victory over Evangel. They'll be playing Grandview at 6 p.m. And then, of course, next home match here at Central Methodist will be this coming Tuesday night as we welcome in Hannibal Grange into town for a 7 o'clock start time. Pre-game show at 6:45 p.m. If you look at the standings in the conference, in the South Division, MidAmerica Nazarene 8-0, 15-0 in the conference. Park 6-1, 12-4 in the conference. Benedictine is 6-2, 12-5 in the conference. Central Methodist in the number 4 spot, 6-3, 12-4. Evangel is 4-3, 11-9 altogether. Then tied for 6, you got Missouri Valley 2-7 and 11-12 altogether. Baker is also 2-7, 11-12 altogether. In the North, you got Mount Mercy 6-3, 13-4 altogether. William Penn 5-3, 9-9. Culver Stockton 4-3, 9-4. Grandview 4-5, 5-12. Peru State 2-5, 5-12. Graceland 2-6 and 7-12, and then Clark 0-9, 3-13 all together. We're going to take about a 90-second time out there. We'll continue our pregame show. We'll give you some baseball scores and everything else as a week from today. The Major League Baseball postseason begins with the Wild Card Series. That should be a lot of fun here on CMUEagles.com. Oh, don't worry. Okay, ammo. Reason. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Back here at Puckett Fieldhouse on the campus of Central Methodist University, Quentin Narsing in the Catbird seat. Of course, as you know, a week from today, the Major League Baseball playoffs begin with the Wild Card Series, best of 3 matchups there. Of course, we know the number 3 seed on both sides. One will be the St. Louis Cardinals, and then the other one, the Cleveland Guardians. So let's go ahead and give you our baseball scores there as well. Of course, at the end of 2 innings, Baltimore leads the New York Yankees 1-0. Of course, as you make storyline that Tuesday night, Aaron Judge hit home run number 61. to tie the American League record for most home runs of the season with Roger Maris, who hit his 61st home run exactly 61 years ago tomorrow against the Boston Red Sox off pitcher Tracy Stallard. At the bottom of the second inning, the Toronto Blue Jays, they have clinched the playoff spot because Baltimore lost to Boston yesterday. They lead the Red Sox 1-0. Top of the second inning, Kansas City Royals lead Cleveland 2-0. Cleveland's already clinched the Central. They're the number 3 seed. Could play Seattle in the wild card series. And, of course, Seattle coming off a thrilling 2-1 victory over Tampa Bay. Of course, got to watch that game last night on the MLB Network. It was a fun game there. Tampa Bay led 1-0 there at the start. But then Cleveland scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Minnesota leads Detroit 1-0. Top of the 2nd inning, the New York Mets lead the Braves 1-0. Both of these teams are headed to the playoffs. One of them could receive a first-round bye, most likely the number 2 seed. The other one will most likely be the number 4 seed and host the wild card series there. Just about getting started, Miami and Milwaukee. Milwaukee still a game behind the Philadelphia Phillies for the number 3 wild card spot as well. Tampa Bay and Houston. Tampa Bay, a win tonight. They will have clinched a playoff berth. They'll be the number 2 team in the American League to clinch the playoff spot as well. Also, at about 7:15, the St. Louis Cardinals, the number 3 seed, will be taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's the first of a 6-game series. 3 in St. Louis, and then they'll close out the next 3 down in Pittsburgh. At 8:40 p.m., the Chicago White Sox take on the San Diego Padres. Padres are still in the hunt for the playoffs. They most likely could be the number 5 seed. Could play either the Atlanta Braves or the New York Mets in the wild card series. Also at 8:40 p.m., the Oakland A's take on the Seattle Mariners. Seattle's trying to make the playoffs first time since 2001. Seattle could be the number 5, most likely could be the number 6 seed, could play the Cleveland Guardians in the American League wild card series. Of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies, the Dodgers, the number 1 seed, home field advantage throughout the National League Championship Series, could be home field advantage throughout the World Series as well. At 9:15 p.m., that is the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants going at it. Should be a fun series down in San Francisco. Couple of games already in the books. The Philadelphia Phillies defeated the Washington Nationals. Game 1 of the doubleheader, 5-1 victory. Second game has been postponed because of rain. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow and then not play Sunday's game because of a possibility of rain happening in the Washington, D.C. area because of Hurricane Ian. So they have really moved their series around there. Originally, it was going to be a doubleheader today and then play one tomorrow there. And also, the Chicago Cubs defeated the Cincinnati Reds 6-1 as well. And, of course, this week is MidAmerica Conference Athletic Trainers Week as well. So, we, of course, had a great visit with Dan. Of course, congratulating him on his hard work they have done throughout this season. Also, our athletic training staff, what an amazing job as well. Also, today is the 50th anniversary of a gentleman named Roberto Clemente, who got his 3,000th hit on a double against the New York Mets off pitcher, a guy named John Matlock as well. And then, of course, 11 days later, Roberto Clemente played his final Major League Baseball game against the Cincinnati Reds, and it was Game 5 of the National League Championship. The easiest way you will remember that one, because that was when Johnny Bench hit a home run down in the right field area over the head of Roberto Clemente in the bottom of the 9th inning. That tied the game at 2 as well. So Roberto Clemente elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1971. Probably one of the greatest guys you will ever want to meet. What an amazing career he has done. And so I would say, I would really enjoy meeting Roberto Clemente, just a great guy as well. Also, 95 years ago, Babe Ruth hit home run number 60 against the Washington Senators off of a pitcher named Tom Zachary. So, we're about ready to get started. We're about 2 minutes or so away. Central Methodist taking on MidAmerica Nazarene. Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat. And, of course, throughout the night, we'll give you some baseball scores and catch you up to date what's going on there. It should be a lot of fun tonight there. Of course, a week from today, the baseball playoffs. Of course, time to be turned. There's 4 games there on Friday, 4 on Saturday, and maybe 4 on Sunday as well. Of course, Kansas City Chiefs, they'll be taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sunday night football down in Tampa. Originally, they were hoping to move it to Minneapolis because of the situation down in Florida. But it looks like everything is good to go as well. Also, at 8:30 a.m. that Sunday, you got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints down in London, England. At 12 noon, you got the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. At 3:25 p.m., the New England Patriots take on the Green Bay Packers. And then, of course, we have the Chiefs and Buccaneers Sunday night football. And then, of course, Monday night football. The Los Angeles Rams take on the San Francisco 49ers, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game as well. Should be a lot of fun there tonight. Also, you may know, next Friday, Central Methodist will be taking on Peru State. This will mark game number 5,800 in my brilliant 30-year career there. So, and I'm sure throughout that night, we're probably going to have some shout-outs and everything else. So, should be a lot of fun there. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who has been a part of it for the last 30 years of broadcasting. And so it's going to be a lot of fun next Friday night. And it's also couch night, or I always will call it Bob Uecker night. Because why? Because Bob Uecker had a catchphrase. He said, I would like to sit in the front row there. And if you ever gone to Miller Park, there's an actual statue of Bob Uecker sitting in a couch at a ball game. So, of course, baseball and volleyball, and then a lot of other stuff there. Of course, tomorrow night, Cardinals play the Pirates, 6:15 tomorrow night. Pre-game show, 5:20 p.m. on KMLX Radio. Hopefully, we're about ready to get started. We'll probably have our prayer, national anthem, starting lineups, and the whole 9 yards, you might say. stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they threw through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free, the home of the brave. Give you tonight's starting lineup, sponsored by Emmett's Kitchen and Tap. Maktakova. Cassidy Christ. Teresa Saunders. Michaela Johnson. Katrina Davis. Ariana Arcienga. Savannah Crossland. MidAmerica Nazarene Pioneers. So number 1, Yitney Shepherds. Number 4, Annabelle Musson. Number 5, Delaney Miller. Number 6, Shay Luby. Sorry, 12, Kelly Henson. 16, John Milo. Junior, City, Missouri, number 8, Crystal Bronner. That's Coleman Lee, head coach, assistant coach by Caleb Bonaventure. Both teams, starting lineups all set. MidAmerica in the, looks like the gray uniform, navy trim, navy numerals. Central Methodist in the black uniform, white trim, white numerals, birds on the bats. We're about ready to get started. Quentin North sitting in the catbird seat. Great crowd on hand. Puckett Fieldhouse shivering with its concrete foundations. And I'm sure there's probably at least 30,000 here, and millions are watching on television. Teams are huddling over. The officials talking with Coleman, trying to make sure we got everything all situated. Looks like the same umpiring crew will be the ones that worked the JV match earlier today. So we're about ready to get started. Looks like trying to get the official, get everything all situated. Coleman Lee doing a little maintenance work. For a minute, I thought maybe he needs to call Schneider from One Day at a Time to come fix that thing there. Because I'm sure he was a master of it on that show there. Even one time, blow drying, he even cleaned a hammer with a blow dryer. Looks like Jenny Shepherds from Belgium. Of course, the most famous sport, first ever sport ever televised on Wide World Sports was barrel jumping. That was on Wide World Sports back in the 1960s, hosted by a guy named Jim McKay. We're underway right now. First set. And that is an ace. 1-0 Central Methodist. 1-0 now. Here we are in the first set. Shepard still serving. Line drive, serve. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Let's see what they do here. There's a kill shot, tied at 1. So we're tied at 1, and now in the serve, Katrina Davis from Leawood, Kansas, around the Kansas City area. A lot of high school football taking place around that area on this Friday night. Shepherds sets it up for Callie Hinton. A little tip shot. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. They are undefeated in conference play. Henson, Milo. I think it's a double hit call. It is. It's 2-1 MidAmerica Nazarene. I want to say hi to a good friend who is the sports information director. I think Chad Jenkins. I'm sure he is listening in Olathe, Kansas. I just want to say hi to you, buddy. Henson to Shepard. Here is Henson. Oh, beautiful. Callie Henson tied it 2. I'm sure I'll see you, Chad. I'm sure I'll probably see you next Saturday at the Central Methodist football game against MidAmerica Nazarene there. Annabelle Mawson in the serve. Line drive, serve. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Line drive to Bronner. Shepard set it up for Callie Henson. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Let's see what they do here. A kill shot there, and it's 3-2. Brianna Mullen from Shawnee, Kansas. Line drive, serve. Bronner, Shepard. Here's Campos. Let's see. Dug out by Mawson and out of bounds. It's 4-2 now. 4-2 is our score. And now still serving for MidAmerica Nazarene is Brianna Moylan. Bronner, Shepard. Here's Henson, blocked. 5-2. Coleman Lee encouraging his team on. Line drive, serve. Campos to Shepard. Here's Campos, blocked. Shepard. This set it up for Campos, blocked. Shepard. Here's Callie Henson with a left-handed shot. Oh, just a bit outside. According to our line judge, Chase. Chase said it's out of bounds. And it's 6-2 now. Campos on a miss hit. Dug out by Bronner. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Oh, nice job. And it's a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. Now suddenly they're on a 5-0 run now. And we have a timeout call. First sets, MidAmerica Nazarene 7, Central Methodist 2 on CMUEagles.com and the Heart America Conference Network. Back here in the first set, MidAmerica Nazarene, they're on a 5-0 run now. They lead 7-2 now in the first set. Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat. Let's see what they do here in this first set there. And then serving is Brianna Moylan. Campos to Shepard. Here's Campos. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Kill shot. Blocked. And it's 8-2 now. MidAmerica Nazarene's on a 6-0 run now. Puckett Fieldhouse shivering with its concrete foundations. 8-2 now. Bronner. Shepard. Nice job there. I think that's Joanna Milo. 8-3 now. I think it's important now. I think early in this contest they get on a run now. And the best way to do it, taking it one at a time. That's Bronner with the serve there. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Bronner. Here's Callie Henson. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Out of bounds. It's 8-4 now. So Bronner in the serve there. Line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica. A little collision. Bronner. Shepard. Oh, Delaney Miller. Beautiful. 8-5. Excuse me. 8-5 here in our first set. Bronner. Out of bounds. 8-6. It's 8-6 now. They're on a 4-0 run now. Back goes MidAmerica. Tip shot. Dug out by Bronner. Shepard. Now here's Campo. Block to Miller. Miller to Shepard. Set it up for Callie Henson. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Block. Callie Henson. 8-7 now. Eight, 7 now. Line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica. And a point for MidAmerica Nazarene makes it 9-7. Michaela Johnson, the serve from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Sets it up to Shepard. Here's Miller. Tip. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Blocked. Tipped it. Oh, yeah, out of bounds. It is 9-8. Cindy Healy. Kavia Torek from Poland. I guarantee you that'll be the most favorite place Jim McKay has ever visited during his years as host of Wide World of Sports. Blocked. And it's 9-8. 10-8 now. Lucy Makakova from Czech Republic. It's out of bounds. Hit the antenna. Makes it 10-9. Shay Luby in the serve. From Hillsborough, sure her family is listening in. Part of the millions of people watching on television. Back goes a little miscommunication and a tie game at 10. Last time we had a tie, it was 2-2. We are tied at 10. Caleb Bonaventure giving out the instructions. Line drive serve there. Back goes into the net, and for the first time since it was 1-0, Central Methodist leads it 11-10. You wonder that early timeout has helped Central Methodist out. Another line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica, left-handed shot. Ochorik. Here's Healy. Beautiful! Oh, it hit the antenna. Tied at 11. Tied at 11. And it looks like in the serve for MidAmerica Nazarene, Gracie Williams from Cache, Oklahoma, around the Binger area. Most famous athlete from that area, a guy named Johnny Bench. Probably one of the greatest catchers ever played in Major League Baseball. Ochorik. Miller. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Ochorik. Bronner. Oh, beautiful. Annabelle Mawson. 12-11 now. And now in the service, Addie Butler. Great visit with her. Had a great visit with Addie Butler before the game. I think even during the JV match. Beautiful serve there. And a tie game at 12. And now, Savannah Crossland from Olathe, Kansas. That's where MidAmerica Nazarene is located at. Luby, Ochorik. Oh, nice tip shot. And MidAmerica leads at 13-12. MidAmerica Nazarene. Set number 1. Luby to Ochorik. Oh, beautiful! Johanna Milo tied at 13. Tied at 13. Now, Callie Henson checks in there. Yenny Shepard. Tied at 13. All. Oh, nice shot by Callie Henson going right-handed. 14-13 Central Methodist. On the miss hit, Callie Henson decided, let's go right-handed, and puts it over. 14-13. Shepard's line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica. Dug out. That'll be out of bounds. Tied at 14. Katrina Davis. Line drive serve. Back to Shepard. Oh, Milo! Johan Milo! 16-14. Annabelle Mawson in the serve. See if Central can add to this 15-14 lead there. Line drive serve. Back goes Henson. Shepard. Callie Henson tip shot. Dug out by Mawson. Shepard. Here's Henson. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. Into the net. 16-14. 16-14. Largest lead for Central Methodist. Just into the net. It's now 16-15. Now in the Brianna Moylan in the serve. Line drive, serve to Bronner. Shepard, here's Campos, out of bounds. Central Methodist now leads at 17-15. Crystal Bronner in the serve. Wants a new ball. Wants one that's clean. Bronner, Shepard. Here's Campos. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Out of bounds. Yes, sir. 18-15. Timeout, MidAmerica Nazarene. First set, Central Methodist 18, MidAmerica Nazarene here on the Heart America Conference Network. $18-15. Back here at Puckett Fieldhouse, Central Methodist leads at 18-15. Set number one, Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat. Crystal Bronner still serving. 3 points has been the largest lead for Central Methodist. The largest lead from MidAmerica Nazarene was 6. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. Mawson. They set it up for Campos. High floater. And a point. Now it's 18-16. Michaela Johnson. Line drive, serve. And it's in the line. It's 18-17. Suddenly it's down to 1 now, ladies and gentlemen. (18-17) with a floater to Campos. Shepard. Oh, beautiful. Callie Henson makes it 19-17. Sydney Healy checks into the game, and is along with Gabby Aturek. Aturek. Floater, blocked, nearly blocked. Mawson. Campos, nice job there. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Block. At a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. Now it's 19-18. Lucy Masikavova serving. Aturek. Here's Healy. Floater. Probably a double hit call. 20-18 Central Methodist. And now Shea Luby in the serve. Luby in the serve. (20-18) blocked. Out of bounds. 21-18 Central Methodist. Shea wants a new ball then. 21-18 now. Let's see if we can add to this lead there. Trying to close out that first set. It hit the antenna, but it's a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. It's 21-19. Gracie Williams in the serve. From Cache, Oklahoma, around the area where Johnny Bench is from. Bronner to Achure. Delaney Miller gets it partially blocked, but back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Oh, point there, makes it 21-20. Suddenly it's 21-20 now. Gracie Williams still serving. Into the net, makes it 22-20. 22-20. Johanna Milo checks into the game. That's Addison Butler. Butler serving, line drive. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Block, but out of bounds. 22-21 now. Savannah Crossland. Achurik. Healy. And a tie game at 22 now. 22 all, first set. What Nara's saying in the catbird seat. As Vin Scully would say, hey, let's pull up a chair and have some fun. Achurik. Annabelle Mawson. And a kill there, 23-22. And Yenny Shepard's in the serve. Wants a new ball. Wants a new ball. Line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica. Luby digs it out to Shepard. Milo gets it over. Milo. Shepard. Oh, nice shot by Annabelle Mawson recovering on that play. Left-handed shot. Dug out. Henson. Shepard. Good job. Nice hustle. Nice shot by Mawson. Back goes Shepard. Bronner. Mawson. Shea. Luby to Shepard. Here's Mawson. Beautiful! Set point! Oh, baby! What a play! 24-22. All right, Central Methodist fans, get those hands clapping. Set point! Line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Dug out to Bronner. Mawson. And a point makes it 24-23 now. Set point number 2. As Bob Barker used to say on The Price is Right, remember, it's hole in 1 or 2. Set point number 2. Henson, Shepard, Milo, Bronner, scramble, Bronner, beautiful! Oh, baby! Henson, dug out, Henson again! Wow! Blocked, tied at 24. You have to win by 2, ladies and gentlemen. Henson, Shepherd. Here's Callie Henson. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Dug out. Luby. Mawson. Blocked. Set point, MidAmerica Nazarene. And now timeout call. MidAmerica Nazarene 25, Central Methodist 24 here on the MidAmerica Conference Network. Set point, MidAmerica Nazarene. They're up 25-24. Set point now for MidAmerica Nazarene. Henson, Shepherd, nice tip. Henson, Bronner, and a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. They won the first one, 26-24. We will have set number 2. We'll do it all in 2 minutes, 2 seconds here on CMUEagles.com and the MidAmerica Conference Network. Fun first set. Here we go, Major League Baseball. Don't worry. Back here at Puckett Fieldhouse, Quentin Norris in the Catbirds here. We'll give you some baseball scores. Top of the 6th, Baltimore and New York's tied at 1. Top of the 4th inning, Toronto leads Boston 4-0 on a no-hitter so far. Bottom of the 6th inning, Kansas City leads Cleveland 3-1. Top of the 5th inning, Minnesota leads Detroit 3-0. Top of the 5th inning, the Atlanta Braves lead New York Mets 2-1. Most likely the winner of that series could have the lead in the National League East. Could be the number 2 seed heading into the baseball playoffs, while the second place finisher will be most likely the number 4 seed. It will take on most likely scenario could be maybe the San Diego Padres. Top of the third inning, Miami and Milwaukee 0-0. Bottom of the second inning, Tampa Bay and Houston. If Tampa Bay wins that, they are in the playoffs. Bottom of the first inning, just underway. Pittsburgh and St. Louis 0-0. They'll play tomorrow night at 6:15 p.m. on Bally Sports Midwest pregame show, 5:30 p.m. as well. Katrina Davis will serve. Start set 2 there. Back goes Shepard. Milo. Beautiful! Johan Milo. Annabelle Masson. Line drive serve there. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Henson. Back goes MidAmerica. Shepard. Here's Campos. Back goes MidAmerica. Campos. And it looks like a double hit call. Net violation, tied at 1. Brianna Mullen in the serve. Back goes MidAmerica. Central Methodist in the lead. 2-1 now. Bristol Bronner. Line drive, sir. Here comes MidAmerica. And a tie game at 2. Line drive out to Mawson. Henson. Campos. Blocked. 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 Mawson. And a point for MidAmerica Nazarene, 3-2. Three to 2 now. That is Mawson to Shepard. Here's Henson on the tip shot. Oh, that is beautiful. As Ray Stevens will say, everything is beautiful. Gabby Aturek. Aturek gives. Oh, nice block. Sydney Healy. 4-3. Central Methodist. All she had to do was tip it over. 4-3 now. Gabby Aturek. Aturek. Line drive, sir. Out of bounds. We are tied at 4. Lucy Masakova. Line drive, sir, to Bronner. Campos. Healy. Aturek. Oh, Delaney Miller. Here's Aturek. Delaney Miller. Block. Sydney Healy. 5-4. Central Methodist. Shea Luby. Six to 5-4 now. Oh, tie game at 5. Five tie. Bronner, Turek. Oh, beautiful. Delaney Miller, 6 to 5. Addison Butler. Six five's our score. Here's MidAmerica Nazarene. Tipped it in a tie game. Six tie. Savannah Crossland. Line drive to Mawson. Turek. Here's Mawson. Block to Luby. Turek. Healy. And a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. And even though it hit Chase, the line judge, it's a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. 7 to 6. Crossland in the serve. Mawson to Turek. Milo. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Dug out and a point makes it 8-6. So it looks like Rita Campos will check into the game. Turek to Mawson. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Mawson. Turek. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Turek. Healy. And a point makes it 9-6. Crossland in the serve. Nine 6 now. Here's a Turek. Mawson, beautiful! Annabelle Mawson. 9-7 now. Callie Henson. Gin Steppers. Steppers. Back goes MidAmerica. Blocked. Here's Henson. Oh, beautiful. Callie Henson, 9-8. So 9-8, Skippers will serve. Another line drive into the net makes it 10-8 MidAmerica Nazarene. Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat. Katrina Davis serving. Bronner, Shepard. Milo. And a point for MidAmerica Nazarene makes it 11-8. Now. Shepard. Here's Henson. Oh, that's a beautiful drop shot. Makes it 11-9. Annabelle Mawson. MidAmerica won the first one, 26-24. Line drive serve there. Out of bounds, 12-9. Brianna Moylan. Line drive serve to Campos. Shepard. Milo. Wow, I thought it'd be 2 hit, but they say play on. Shepard. Campos. Beautiful! Rita Campos. 12-10 now. Crystal Bronner wants a new ball. Line drive serve there. And a point for MidAmerica. Nazarene makes it 13. Kayla Johnson in the serve. One of the players wants her shoe tied. Back goes Campos. Shepard. Henson blocked, and a 14-10 lead for MidAmerica Nazarene. Coleman Lee needs to come up with a new strategy. Or as they used to say on television, let's get back to the old drawing board. Miller. Shepard. Here's Henson. Blocked. 16-10. 15-10 now. Timeout call for here in the second set. MidAmerica Nazarene 15. Central Methodist 10. Here on the CMUEagles.com and our American Conference Network. It's 15-10. Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat. Now. Here is Campos to Shepard. Campos. And it's 16-10. 4-0 run now by line drive serve there. Here comes Shepard. Set it up for Campos. Blocked. Shepard. Campos. And it's out of bounds. 16-11 now. Central Methodist trying to get something going there. Gabby Aturek. Line drive, sir. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. You see what they do here. Block! Cindy Healy. 16-12. Line drive, sir. Here comes MidAmerica. Blocked, but out of bounds. Now 17-12, MidAmerica Nazarene. (17-12) now. Aturek. Miller. Oh, kill there. Makes it 18-12. Excuse me. 18-12 into the net. Makes it 18-13. 18-13. Rita Campos. Let's see what MidAmerica can do here. Here's Aturek. Healy. Oh, nice shot. Sydney Healy, 18-14. Out of bounds, makes it 19-14. Gracie Williams. Line drive to Campos. Now a Toure. Delaney Miller. 19-15. Addison Butler. Line drive, sir. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. And a point. Makes it 20-15. Savannah Crossland in the serve. Count. Mawson. Milo. Johanna Milo. 20-16. Jen Skippers. Back goes MidAmerica. Oh, that's an ace. 20-17, the second of the night. MidAmerica has 0. Another line drive serve. Dug out to Campos. Set it up for Annabelle Mawson. Bronner. Left-handed shot is blocked, and a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. Now it's 21-17. Davis serves it to Henson. Now Shepard. Oh, beautiful, but dug out by MidAmerica Nazarene. Bronner, Shepard. Into the net, block, but keep it alive. Oh, nice kill there, 22-17. Just graces the net. Here's Shepard. That's Mawson. Shepard. Mawson gets it blocked, 23-17. Shepard. Milo blocked, and now set point, MidAmerica Nazarene. Now they're doing some cleaning on the floor there. And no, that's not the grounds crews from the Detroit Tigers. Line drive to Henson. Now Shepard. Milo still alive. 24-18. Annabelle Mawson. Line drive, sir. They're still alive. Another ace. Third in the night. MidAmerica on the serve there. And it's tipped, and MidAmerica wins it 25-19. And they lead the match 2-0. We'll have set number 3 in 2 minutes, 2 seconds on CMUEagles.com and the MidAmerica Conference Network. Hey, Rachel, at least I'm keeping you entertained. Hey, Rachel, is this the first time you ever heard me broadcast? on the set. So as we're about ready to get set number 3 going, Central Methodist need to win this one to stay alive. Of course, the next game maybe tomorrow in Kansas City, taking on Park University, 2 o'clock start time. Football team will play William Penn at 2:30 p.m. And then along with that, women's soccer, they'll be taking on Grandview at 3:30 p.m. Then our men's soccer team will take on Grandview at 6 p.m. Of course, we got Major League Baseball on Fox. We got either the Atlanta Braves taking on the New York Mets, game 2 of that big 3-game series down in Truist Park there. Or you got the Tampa Bay Rays take on the Houston Astros. Tampa Bay, a victory in either of those 3 games, they will clinch a playoff spot. Of course, we know Houston is already the number 1 seed in the American League, have home field advantage throughout the American League Championship Series. Annabelle Mawson. With a line drive serve. Here's a tip shot. And a beautiful shot makes it 1-0. Katrine Davis. Line drive to Bronner. Milo. Here's Campos. Dug out there. A tie game at 1. You remember last year when I had my 5,000th game? MidAmerica won the first 2, and then Central Methodist rallied and won the next 3. Can we see that again? Out of bounds, and it's 2-1 lead for Central Methodist. The last time they've led, I believe it was 6-5 in that second set. Bronner. I think that's a 4. That's a net call. Tie game at 2. Brianna Moylan. Line drive, serve to Shepherds. Campos. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. That's a kill there, 3-2. Moylan serving. Campos digs out to Shepherds. Campos, that's out of bounds on a point, makes it 4-2. For MidAmerica Nazarene, they lead it 4-2 now. Shepard. Here's Callie Henson with a kill, 4-3 now. Gabby Turek. Gabby Turek. That's out of bounds. 5-3 MidAmerica Nazarene. Michaela Johnson. The line drive serve to Bronner. A Turek. There's Delaney Miller. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. A Turek. That's Sydney Healy. Healy. Aturi. Delaney Miller. Oh, nice kill. Makes it 6-3. Six to 3 now. Campos to Torek. Sets it up for Sydney Healy. No question about it. 6-4 now. Campos serving. Out of bounds. 7-4. Lucy Masakeva from the Czech Republic. Moss to Chor. Miller blocked. And that'll be 4 hits, 8-4 now. Eight to 4 now. Bronner, Turek. Here's Healy. Turek. Bronner. Mawson. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. They set it up. That'll be a point. Makes it 7-5. Checking into that one there is Paulo Bosa from Columbia, Illinois. And it's 9-5 now. Gracie Williams and Cassidy Christ checks into the game. Gracie Williams from Cache, Oklahoma. Back goes a Turek. There's Mawson. Back goes a Turek. Mawson into the net, and it's now 10-5 now. Well, 11 days from now is the start of the National Hockey League. And tonight, we have the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Rangers from Madison Square Garden. Pregame show at 6 p.m. hosted by Steve Levy, Mark Messier, and Chris Chelios. Then, of course, Quentin Norris, Ray Ferraro, Emily Kaplan will have the play-by-play of that one there. And then game number 2. It'll be the Vegas Golden Knights. Hang on, the Los Angeles Kings. John Butchergraw, A.J. Malesko. And, of course, Bob Wischusen will have the play-by-play of that broadcast. 11-5 now. Here is a kill for Johan Milo. 11-6. Actually, that second game, it'll be Bob Wischusen, A.J. Malesko, and, of course, on the sideline, John Butchergrass. Yen Shepard. Of course, Colorado Avalanche, the defending Stanley Cup champ. Their first game at home will be on Wednesday, October 12th. They take on the Chicago Blackhawks, 8:30 p.m. That's on TNT. And a point there makes it 12-6 now. Of course, Kenny Albert and Eddie Ochak will have the play-by-play of that one. Also in that first game will be the Boston Bruins hanging on the Washington Capitals. That's Henson to Shepard. Back goes, and it's out of bounds. Now it's 12-7 now. And, of course, a week from today is the start of the baseball playoffs. 4 games there on ESPN, ESPN2, and ABC Sports. will be your schools at home. Also, Game 2 will be on Saturday, October 8th. And then Game 3 necessary on October 9th. You check your local listings there. And it's 12-8. Schools at home, the wild card series. 12 teams make the playoff. Remember 2020, we had 16 of them. Last year was 10. Now this year it's to 12. The first top two seeds getting the first round bye. And a point now is 12-9 now. Check your locals. I think in the first game could be around the noon hour. Annabelle Mawson. Ace! Number 4 on the night, 12-10. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? A 4-0 run now. Timeout call. MidAmerica Nazarene 12. Central Methodist 10 on CMUEagles.com and the MidAmerica Conference Network. Excuse me. $12-10 here in the third set. MidAmerica won the first one, 26-24. Second set, 25-19. Central Methodist needs a win to stay alive, but they're on a 4-0 run. They have 4 aces tonight. And, of course, next Friday when Central Methodist takes on Peru State, this will be game number 5,800. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Mawson. Shepard. Campos. Beautiful! Rita Campos. 12-11. Annabelle Mawson. Oh, yeah, that's an ace. Number 5 of the night. We are tied at 12. Tied at 12. Line drive serve. Blocked, but out of bounds. And MidAmerica Nazarene leads at 13-12. Katrine Davis. Line drive serve. Shepard. Here's Henson blocked. Back goes Shepard. Campos, left-handed shot. Milo to Shepard. Campos blocked. Henson. And it's a kill there. Makes it 14-12. 14-12. Shepard. Here's Callie Henson with the right-handed shot. She done that one. MidAmerica read it this time. I think it's a lift. 4 hits is a call. Now it's 14-13. Bronner in the serve. Line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica. And a kill there makes it 15-13. Brianna Moylan in the serve. Campos to Henson. Here's Campos. Shepard. Mawson. Dug out to Shepard. And it's a point for MidAmerica Nazarene on a double hit call. 16-13. now. Shepard. Here's Campos. Dug out there to Shepard. Miller, yes, sir. 16-14. Gabby Aturek. See what MidAmerica does here. Nice dig out to Aturek. Here's Mawson. Healy. Beautiful. Sydney Healy. 16-15. Now. Line drive, serve. And a point makes it 17-15. Michaela Johnson in the serve. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Dug out to Aturek. Miller. Oh, miscommunication, and it's 17-16. Central Methodist trying to stay alive. MidAmerica leads that match 2-0. That's Chelsea Maleke. Meckley. 17-16 now. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. And a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. Double hit call, 18-16. Lucy Masachova. Coleman Lee cheering his team on. Here is Aturek, but tipped out of bounds. 18-17. Paula Bosa from Columbia, Illinois, around the St. Louis area. There comes, oh, miscommunication, tied at 18. Of course, in that area is called Alton, Illinois, and the most famous celebrity that came from Alton, Illinois was a gentleman named Dwayne Statch. Of course, last week, broadcast his 7,000th Major League Baseball game. And it's tipped over, 19-18 for the first time. Since it was 2-1, Central Methodist has the lead, now 19-18. Crowd cheering her on there. So is Dwayne Statz. And it's 20-18. When you think of Dwayne Statz, I remember him. He used to do the Cubs games on WG, and he would come in the fourth inning for a guy named Harry Carey. And then, of course, now the voice of the Rays. Out of bounds, 21-18. I believe this is the largest lead in a timeout call. Central Methodist leads at 21-18. Third set here on CMUEagles.com and the Higher America Conference Network. 21-18, set number 3. Central Methodist needs a win to stay alive. Force a game 4. MidAmerica leads the match 2-0 now. Paula Bosa in the serve. Out of bounds, 21-19 now. Remember, Central Methodist had a chance. The last time they led by 3, according to my notes. Gracie Williams in the serve. Line drive serve. Here comes a Turek. Healy. Oh, nice kill shot. Now it's 21-20 now. The largest lead Central Methodist had was 3. That was in the first set when they led 21-18. But Turek. Mawson. Beautiful! Annabelle Mawson. 22-20 now. Callie Henson checks into the game there. Yen Skippers. Skippers. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. Oh, kill shot makes it 22-21 now. Well, I tell you one thing. This has been a classic, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in love volleyball, you're in for a treat. (22-21). That's an ace. Went off the fingers of Chelsea Mullicat. And a tie game of 22. First ace of the night for MidAmerica Nazarene. It just skidded off her hand. Off her right hand. Tied at 22. Here comes Campos. Henson trying to get it to Bronner. They set it up for Crosslane. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. Blocked. Oh, nice kill shot. Katrine Davis makes it 23-22. MidAmerica now. Timeout, Central Methodist. MidAmerica Nazarene 23. Central Methodist 22 on CMUEagles.com. (23-22). (23-22). Oh, beautiful shot, tied at 23. Annabelle Mawson. Here comes MidAmerica Nazarene. Oh, beautiful shot. And now it's set point. Match point, MidAmerica Nazarene. Katrine Davis with match point. Line drive serve. Here comes. And it's tied at 24. You have to win by 2. Is this game fun or what? Crystal Bronner. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Back goes Henson. Left-handed shot is good. Now it's set point. Central Methodist trying to stay alive. Set point. Let those fans up. Their hands are clapping. Davis. Out of bounds. Central Methodist, they're still alive. Wins the third one, 26-24, but MidAmerica Nazarene leads the match 2-1. We'll have set number 4. We'll do it all in 2 minutes, 2 seconds here on CMUEagles.com and the MidAmerica Conference Network. What a fun game. Is this? They call it the cool.
I will do my best.
Hey, you okay? What was you doing? Well, I'll tell you what. Yes. He let this. Back here at Puckett Fieldhouse. Shivering with his concrete foundation. Today's attendance 30,610. Millions are watching on television. As we're ready for the fourth set. MidAmerica won the first one, 26-24. MidAmerica won set 2, 25-19. Central Methodist came back 26-24. Now this is a must-win one to stay alive. If we go to the fifth set, we go to 15, and then they'll switch sides at 8. This has been a lot of fun. As we're about ready to get set number 4 going. Looks like it's Campos, Henson, Milo, Shepard, Miller, and Annabelle Mawson. Crystal Bronner's the libero. For Sunday, we got some NFL football beginning at 8:30 a.m. on the NFL Network. You got the Minnesota Vikings hanging on to the New Orleans Saints. Katrina Davis will start set 4. Then at 12 noon, The Washington Commanders take on the Dallas Cowboys. 3:25 p.m. The New England Patriots take on the Green Bay Packers. There's a left-handed shot by Kelly Henson, and it's out of bounds. Central Methodist leads it 1-0. 3:25 p.m. New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers from Lambeau Field. 7:20 p.m. Kansas City Chiefs take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then Monday Night Football, the Los Angeles Rams take on the San Francisco 49ers, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game at 7:15 p.m. Tie game at 1. Here's a serve there to Bronner. Shepard. Should be a double hit call. It is 2-1 now. Bristol Bronner. Looks like they're trying to question the call there or something, but they said let's play on then. Bronner. And hit the antenna, 3-1. 3-1 is our score. Bronner. A spin shot is good. Now it's 3-2. Line drive, serve to Mawson. Shepard. Here is Campos. Beautiful! 4-2 now. Cindy Healy checks in. Gabby Oturek. Oturek with a line drive serve. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Blocked. And a point from MidAmerica Nazarene makes it 4-3 now. Four to 3 now. Here comes Bronner to Oturek. Cindy Healy on the attack. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Oh, nice drop shot. Tied at 4. MidAmerica had a chance to close the match out, but Central Methodist went on a 3-0 run to close to stay alive. 4-4 tie now. And a point for Central Methodist. Double hit call, 5-4 Central Methodist. Looks like Delaney Miller will be tying her shoes. And that's Crystal Braun cleaning the floor. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you this, they do a better job than the grounds crew they have for the Detroit Tigers. Because if it was Mark the Bird Fidrich likes to manicure the mound. Luby in the serve. Mawson. That's a beautiful shot. Annabelle Mawson, 6-4. 6-4 now. Shea Luby serving. Luby serving. Out of bounds. 6-5 now. Gracie Williams. Williams. Back to Turek. Let's see what they do here. Beautiful job by MidAmerica Nazarene staying alive with it. Healy. Out of bounds, tied at 6. 6-6 tie now. Six all here in the fourth set. See what MidAmerica does here. Out of bounds, 7-6. 7-6. Paula Bozer will serve. 7-6 Central Methodist. Quentin Norris in the catbird seat. Block, tied at 7. Savannah Crossland in the serve. She has played a big role tonight. 7 all. And a tip shot is good. Makes it 8-7. Now. MidAmerica leads the match 2-1 now. Luby takes it out to Bronner. Bronner to Mawson. Crossland. Nice tip shot. 9-7 MidAmerica Nazarene. If it goes to 5, we play the 15. We switch sides after 8. (9-7) into the net. It's 9-8. Jen Skippers. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Let's see what they do here. Milo. Henson with a right-handed shot. And it's beautiful. Tied at 9. I wonder if, I tell you this, if there's one person that's smiling down, it's Bill Walsh. And I bet you if Bill Walsh was here, he'd probably tell Callie Henson and say, you go right-handed, because if you keep going left, you know they will find a way there. If you just, there's a left-handed shot, it's good. 10-9. Shepard serving. There's a left-handed shot. Tied at 10. Katrine Davis. Tied at 10. Luby. Henson blocked. And a point, Central Methodist now leads at 11-10. Annabelle Mawson serving. Back goes MidAmerica Nazarene. Oh, kill by Rita Campos. 12-10 Central Methodist. Annabelle Mawson still serving. Into the net. Now it's 12-11 now. And now number 13. That's Brianne Moylan in the serve. Moylan serving. Bronner. Back goes Shepard. Campos. Crossland. Oh, beautiful drop shot is good. Tied at 12. Right on the back line there. Brianna Moylan still serving. Line drive serve. Back goes Central Methodist. Henson. Out of play is tipped over. 13-12. Crystal Bronner in the serve. Bronner in the serve. Nice job there. Back goes Central Methodist. Shepard. Oh, nice. Good dugout to double hit call. Tied at 13. Kayla Johnson. Line drive serve. Back goes Central Methodist. Blocked. Shepard. Henson. Beautiful. 14-13. That's Cindy Healy checking into the game. Gavia Torek. Back goes MidAmerica Central Methodist. Sets it to Crossland. Blocked and a point, tied at 14. And now serving number 1, Lucy McCava. Tied at 14. Line drive serve. Back goes Central Miller. Little miscommunication. They do get it over in 3. Healy. Crossland. Miller blocked. Campos. And a point, Central Methodist, 16-14. Shea Luby in the serve. Luby serving. Tip shot. Mawson. Beautiful! 16-14. Luby serving. Mawson. Let's see if they get it over. Healy. Yes, sir. 17-14, 3-0 run now. Timeout. MidAmerica Nazarene, 4 set. Central Methodist, 17. MidAmerica Nazarene, 14. Here on CMUEagles.com. We'll go ahead and give you some updates on the baseball scores. Tonight, sponsored by Dairy Queen. Bottom of the 8th inning, Baltimore leads the New York Yankees 2-1. Bottom of the 7th inning, Toronto leads Boston 8-0. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Minnesota leads Detroit 6-0. Looks like the middle of the 6th inning, 5-2 Atlanta. Bottom of the 6th inning, Milwaukee leads Miami 1-0. Milwaukee's trying to stay alive for that wild card spot. Tampa Bay leads Houston 4-2. Tampa Bay wins. They're in the playoffs. St. Louis and Pittsburgh tied 1. Of course, Tuesday night, Cardinals won the Central Division title. Just underway, bottom of the first inning. Texas and the Los Angeles Angels 0-0. In the top of the first inning, Chicago White Sox and the San Diego Padres are 0-0. Bottom of the first inning, Oakland, Seattle 0-0. Seattle's trying to make the playoffs. First time since 2001. Earlier games today, of course, Philadelphia and Washington were scheduled to play a doubleheader, trying to get ahead of the Hurricane Ian. But Philadelphia won the first one 5-1. The second game got rained out, so they'll play the doubleheader tomorrow. So it's 5-1. Chicago Cubs defeat the Cincinnati Reds 6-1. Of course, Cleveland defeated Kansas City 6-3. So we know Cleveland will be in the playoffs, the number 3 seed. Louis serving, 17-14 now, set 4. Turek. Here's Mawson. Line drive serve to Luby. Mawson, beautiful, 18-14. Shea Luby still serving. $18-14 now. Luby. And a point for MidAmerica Nazarene. Now it's 18-15. Racy Williams in the serve. Williams. Oh, that'll be an ace. It's 18-16. Second ace in the night. Central Methodist, I have 5. Healy. Turek. Healy out of bounds. It's now 18-17. Looks like Rita Campos will check into the game there. 18-17 now. A Turek. And a point. Net call, 19-17. Paula Bosa will serve. Line drive serve. Bosa, a Turek. Mawson, and that's out of bounds, 19-18. 19. Savannah Crossland in the serve. $19-18 now. Turek. And it's tipped over by Johan Milo, 20-18. 20-18. Jens Scheppers will serve from Belgium. Floater. Back goes MidAmerica. Oh, nice tip. Mawson. Kill there, makes it 20-19. This could come down to the wire. Katrine Davis in the serve. $20-19. That's Campos. Henson. Let's see what MidAmerica does here. Oh, beautiful shot. Tied at 20-20. I remember a long time ago there was a program called 2020 with host Hugh Downs and Barbara Walters. That used to come on Friday night around 9 p.m. on ABC. And then at 10:30 p.m. they had a show called Nightline with the host Ted Koppel. Tip shot. Block! Annabelle Mawson. 21-20. With the host Ted Koppel. Of course, at 10:30 night, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Annabelle Mawson. Oh, tie game at 21. Of course, Cousin Sal will be your guest as he will preview some NFL football going on Sunday and Monday nights as well. $21 all now. And it's into the net. 22, 4 hits. 22-21 now. Bronner wants a new ball. Still Bronner. Tied at 22. Now in the serve there, number 8 is Michaela Johnson. And now MidAmerica leads at 23-22. And I believe they're playing at Mo Valley tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mawson, Bronner. And it's now match point, 24-22. I tell you what, this has been a classic. I tell you, if you love volleyball, you're in for a treat. You have really enjoyed this match. Back goes Central. Miller. Henson. Beautiful. 24-23. Check and see who's coming into the game. Healy, Atoric. MidAmerica at match point number 2. Atoric, match point number 2. Line drive serve. Blocked. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game. The final score, MidAmerica Nazarene 25, Central Methodist 23. And MidAmerica wins it 3 sets to 1. Let's recap the scoring tonight. MidAmerica won the first one, 26-24. Second set, 25-19. Third set, Central Methodist 26-24. And then the third one, MidAmerica 25-23. Central Methodist with the loss. They're 6-4 in the conference, 12-5 altogether. MidAmerica is 9-0, and of course 16-0. Central Methodist volleyball will be in Park, taking on Park University 2 o'clock. 2:30 p.m. Central Methodist football will be in Osceola, Iowa, taking on William Penn. 3:30 p.m. women's soccer will be at Grandview, and at 6 p.m. Central Methodist men's soccer takes on Grandview as well. And, of course, baseball tomorrow night. The New York Mets take on the Atlanta Braves there. And, of course, our next game we'll be seeing you is Tuesday night as our volleyball team takes on Hannibal LaGrange. 6:45 pregame show, 7 p.m. as well. Of course, NFL football on Sunday. Quadruple header there, starting with the Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. 12 noon. Washington and Dallas, then New England and Green Bay, Kansas City, and, of course, Tampa Bay. And, of course, Monday Night Football, the Rams and the 49ers. Quentin Norris saying so long for right now. We'll see you Tuesday night. That's 5,785 of them. Good night, everybody.